Feel free to check out my TeePublic after the video, and support me on Patreon. Watch till the end of the video for more. Special thanks to Patreon supporter and Toku Titancast co-host Godzilla Gamer 77 for commissioning this video. To become a patron, click the link in the description. Well, looks like some of y'all liked my review of Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge, so let's take a look at another one of these films. This is 1995's Dragon Ball Z, The Rebirth of Fusion, Goku and Vegeta, better known as Fusion Reborn. Everyone is here. Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, Lord Slug, Cooler. These guys aren't even in this movie, what the hell? When brought over to the US for a limited theatrical run, Fusion Reborn was in a double billing alongside Return of Cooler, which I should probably review sometime. Fusion Reborn is set during the Love It or Hate It Boo saga, as Goku and Pikkon are competing at the Otherworld tournament with some funny little bits involving King Kai. Gotta love that guy. Meanwhile, at the check-in station, a soul-cleansing machine goes haywire, and this little guy merges with all the evil energy from said machine, and transforms into the gelatinous, goofy, and lovable monster Janemba. However, because these spirits have been released, many people are coming back from the dead, like Frieza, who dies in a single blow, the Ginyu Force, zombies, Juliet, and wait, Romeo didn't die? Dracula, and Adolf Hitler? Anyway, Gohan, Videl, Goten, and Trunks go out to take care of some business. Also, why hasn't there been a Great Saiyaman spinoff yet? By the way, I just love these little moments with Gohan, Videl, Goten, and Trunks. It's like a little family get-together that was the result of a very interesting and ridiculous circumstance. And even though it has absolutely nothing to do with the movie, this little Mr. Satan cameo is so charming. After hearing about what's going on, Goku and Pikkon go check out the commotion at the check-in station and come across Janemba, who has everyone within trapped. And they end up engaging in such a hilarious and endearing fight that somehow manages to be really cool at the same time. And can we just talk about how glorious the animation is here? Especially during the Super Saiyan 3 transformation? I mean, just look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Amazing. It's gorgeous. Eventually, Janemba takes on a new badass form, and this is where things really start to get going. Just look at this design. It's so menacing and cool. He's no cooler, but my god, Janemba is such a terrifying villain. I mean, just look at these abilities. I will say this though, wish he had as much personality and subtlety as someone like Cooler, but everything else about him completely makes up for it. Just as things were about to get worse for Goku, Vegeta enters the fray, and the two realize that in order to beat Janemba, they have to perform the fusion dance to become Gogeta. Although when they do it for the first time, it doesn't turn out great, but it's still very funny. One interesting thing to note is that this little chunk here between Goku and Vegeta is actually quite different depending on which version of the film you're watching. In the English version, Vegeta keeps refusing to do the fusion dance because it's silly, but in the original Japanese version, Goku and Vegeta both have to figure out how to do the dance correctly in order to stop Janemba. Then we see the true form of Gogeta, and our heroes put an end to this threat. God, this movie is amazing. Much like Cooler's Revenge, Fusion Reborn would end up being a fan favorite amongst the Dragon Ball community when it comes to these films, mainly because of how excellent of a villain Janemba is, plus the outstanding animation for the time, and the amazing fight scenes. And much like Cooler's Revenge, Fusion Reborn did have its own soundtrack for the English version, with some sweet, sweet metal. And if you've seen my Cooler's Revenge review, you know I love me some metal. I mean, come on, anime needs more metal, just saying. Anyway, Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn is such a fun little flick with tons of action, comedy, and pure spectacle. And by the way, if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this movie, I did a little Fusion Reborn commentary track with my good friends Ace Maroke and Godzilla Gamer 77, who commissioned this video and the commentary track. So if you want to check it out, all you gotta do is become an armor trooper on my Patreon by subscribing to the $5 tier. And if that's a little too much, then no need to worry, because I've put together a 13-minute supercut that pretty much gets the basic gist of it down for you non-patrons. So feel free to check that out. And if you like what you see, then definitely consider supporting me on Patreon, where for a single $1, your name can appear at the end of every future upload. Other than that, you can also get early access to videos, exclusive content, commissioned video requests, like this one, and receive a t-shirt of your choice from my TeePublic. Once I reach enough patrons, I'll review Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger, the first entry in the Super Sentai series. So if that's something you like to see, then go support me on Patreon. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is TitanGoji, signing off.